Okay.
If you could check that again.
Wow. Man, they only have one gear, and they should live in fear. You know what I said on Twitter all week? Trump has got to wreak revenge. I know he doesn't like to do this, but he has got to find someone to wreak havoc upon these people as revenge for the crimes that they have committed for 4 years against the United States. And that may mean, you know, people like Liz Cheney. It might mean people like Hillary Clinton. You know, it might be Barack Obama. It might be people like Merrick Garland. But there has to be payback for all these crimes. You cannot come into this office again in January 25th and act like everything is normal. It is not going to be acceptable to the American people. I'm sorry. The people are too up in arms. From what I see on X and in my feeds and other things that I hear, people want fucking payback. And Trump has got to deliver payback. You can't just wash your hands of this and try to make deals with people like it's the art of the deal again. We're way past the point of no return now, Eric, where this has got to be, there has to be retribution. There has to be retribution. What's that?
And it's got to start high, too, like Fauci and Hancock.
Yeah. It's got to start high and work its way down. Do not tell me you're going to arrest some low-level FBI agent or some putz who was a staff assistant to Schiff. This has got to take some big fucking heads off. And he's got to do it from day one. Day one. Not 6 months into it, not a year into it. He's got to chop heads from day one. And if he doesn't have the gonads to do it, he's got to find somebody who does. And whether that's Paxton or Vivek or whoever you think should be in charge of the Justice Department, somebody has got to come out of the gate running here. Or people are just going to lose faith in this guy, and we're going to be adrift. I mean, he really needs, you know, I'm studying the Nixon case, and through the eyes of people like Pat Buchanan and others, they were just ripping their hair out about Nixon's just muddled domestic and foreign policy. But the domestic and foreign policy that they wanted, he just kept pulling the chicken switch, Nixon. And that may be his biggest legacy from what I'm learning. I'm reading a lot of books on Nixon, but man, oh man, was Buchanan ripping his hair out over this guy, especially with forced busing, with the bombing of Cambodia. It's both domestic and foreign, how he just wanted people to love him, Eric. How he just wanted the New York Times to give him a fair shake, completely underestimating the hatred for him. And it just reminds me of Trump. You know, there's a lot of similarities between these two guys. Good intentions may not cut it anymore. You know, we're way past the point of no return in this country. And, you know, Buchanan, the book